The Buffalo Sabres have been rolling. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. The Buffalo Sabres have been rolling of late, as they are now 7-2 at the time of this video in their last 9 games, which has me saying,
who are these fucking guys?
As we haven't seen or been used to the Buffalo Sabres winning at this pace in a long time. Oh, and did I mention that they are doing this without their best player and number one center, Tage Thompson? Thompson, who was looking much like the superstar that we saw a few years ago where he scored 94 points, has been out the last 5 games with a lower body injury, and the Buffalo Sabres wagon continues to push on. In the last 9 games, over that span, in the span of the last 9 games, the Sabres have scored 31 goals. That's 3.4 goals per game, while allowing just 23 goals, and that is just 2.5 goals a game. So you're seeing with Tage Thompson in the lineup and with Lindy Ruff behind the bench and essentially a lot of new players in the bottom 6, this team is not only scoring more, but they are better defensively as well. And in the 5 games without Tage Thompson, the Buffalo Sabres have scored just 14 goals. However, they have allowed just 9 goals in that span. So yes, they miss out on a lot of scoring when Tage Thompson is not in the lineup. However, they have been able to alter their game and shut teams down defensively, allowing just 9 goals in the span that Tage Thompson has been out. This team is currently just finding ways to win without their best player. And also in this 9-game stretch, they have won in multiple different ways, not just without Tage Thompson and locking it down defensively, but with Tage Thompson as well. They're winning in multiple different ways. They're blowing teams out 5-1 and 6-1 against the Senators and the Rangers. They lost a 2-goal lead, and it was tied 2-2, but they did not panic. They got the game to overtime and won it in a shootout against Calgary, losing a lead against St. Louis, and then St. Louis taking the lead and the Sabres having to battle back. And also in that game, not only battling back, but essentially scoring 2 goals, as their first goal by Dylan Cousins was disallowed for goaltender interference. They come back and score again anyway and win it in overtime. And then, of course, 2 very hard-fought battles, one in overtime against against the Anaheim Ducks. And then, of course, the very hard-fought win against the San Jose Sharks to close out their road trip. The Sabres went west and went 3-0 on their road trip, and they beat teams that they should beat, even without their number one center and even with their backup goalie playing in one of those games. Now, don't get me wrong, James Reimer played like an all-star goalie in that one game for the Buffalo Sabres. However, they just continue to find ways to win as the season is progressing. That is a big deal, if you ask me, and that is something that we haven't seen a lot of out of the Sabres in all of these years in the drought. The Sabres are winning in a multitude of ways. They're not just locking it down defensively. They're not just outscoring teams. They're not just out-goalieing teams, right? Everything seems to be working when it is needed. When the offense needs to score, they're scoring. When they need to clamp it down, they're doing that. When they need a big save, they're getting one. That, 100% of the time, is the recipe for success. The Sabres are getting big plays from all up and down their entire lineup when it is needed most. Another reason why the Sabres have had so much success of late you have to look no further than UPL. After a relatively slow start to the season, Luukkonen has returned to the form that we all saw at the end of last season, where he played at a Vezina Trophy pace. In this 9-game stretch, Luukkonen saw the net 6 times. He started 6 times in these 9 games and had a save percentage of a .939. And yes, that includes the game against, I believe, the Philadelphia Flyers when he got chased out of the goal. That is how insane Luukkonen has been playing in these last 6 games that he has started. Of course, his record is 5-0. That one game against, I believe again, it was the Philadelphia Flyers, does not count against his record because he was pulled early in that game. Overall in the season, Luukkonen now sits at 8-4-0 with a 2.55 goals against average and a .91 save percentage. One thing is clear: if Luukkonen plays anywhere near where he is capable of playing at the highest level, the Buffalo Sabres will have a chance to win just about every single night. We are roughly a quarter of the way through the season as this video comes out. The Sabres have played 21 games, and they currently sit in the second wild card spot in the Eastern Conference with 23 points at 11-9-1. They sit just 1 point back of third place in the Atlantic Division and 2 points behind second place in the Atlantic Division. This division this year is wide open, and it's not going to take as many points as we believed that it would coming into the season. The Buffaloes, this is prime spot for the Sabres to take advantage of the relatively weak division that they are currently playing in. Everybody can win on any given night. The Sabres are right in the mix a quarter of the way through the season, and they are on pace for over 40 wins. What do you guys think? Can the Buffalo Sabres finally break their drought and get into the NHL playoffs? And do you think that their recent success is sustainable? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I try to answer each and every one of you guys. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. I talk Bills, Sabres, and the University of Buffalo men's basketball and football teams right here on this page. And as always, have a fantastic week.